Imagine this. You just got off a long day of work and you wanted to play some rank. You're not that good, so you're pretty low elo. You queue up, and then you notice something. The other team has a jet with a username saying, I miss her? Don't think much of it, and then they end up going 40 for 4. And then you wonder, how does someone with that amount of skill end up in your match? The short answer is, they shouldn't. But how are they still doing it? That, my friend, that's called smurfing. Hello, my name is Denzel, and today we're going to be talking about the history of smurfing and why people even did it in the first place. And make sure you guys subscribe. Let's get on with the video. What even is smurfing in the first place? For people, this may be an obvious answer. But for some people who don't know what smurfing is the practice where highly skilled players create new low-level or alternate accounts to play against and typically dominate less experienced players. And what's the history behind smurfing? The term smurfing originated in 1996 with a game called Warcraft 2. The two players named Longer and Warp were so highly skilled at the game that opponents refused to play against them. So they had an idea. They created new accounts named Papa Smurf and Smurfette to have their identities, allowing them to play anonymously with lower ranked players. So then I found this one thing on Reddit, and the title says, why do people smurf? I just played 3 games in a row against Smurfs, and of course they won. And I D-ranked to Bronze 1. What pleasure do people get for playing against people who are infinitely worse than them? It's like being a war veteran, beating up little toddlers. What is the point? Do you find it fun to win against bronze players to boost your ego after making your team lose matches in plat? Or are you stupid enough to think that beating people with 50 hours in a game is better when you have thousands? Then another Reddit user responds saying, people smurf for 3 reasons. 1, they're getting paid to boost someone to a higher rank. 2, they want to play ranked with friends and don't want to play unrated. As for many, it isn't fun. And 3, they want to have an easier game and feel good about themselves. When doing research about this video, I ended up getting a message from someone that I interviewed in the past. He sends me a link, and it was a link to a Discord server, and the server read Iron Carry. He goes on to explain to me the whole point of this server was to boost people into different ranks. And knowing that, I knew I had to interview the guy behind this. Luckily, he managed to get me in contact with the guy, so I interviewed him, and here's the interview, and this is how it went. Okay, so who am I talking to today?
You're talking to Willis.
Willis. Okay, so I see that you have a server. Like, what's the whole point of it?
A lot of the people that I play with, like my IRL friends from high school, they kind of play Valorant too. They're not all high ranked. We're all kind of just low ranked. Outside of me, I was the one who did the tournament grind. They don't really care for, not tournament grind. I'm the one that did like the rank ladder grind. They don't really care for the game too much. So it kind of started off back in like episode 4. We would just hop on like alt accounts and we would throw and we would just like mess with people. And we just did that in Spike Rush.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we were just like making people mad. It would be like 4 of us and we had 4 stack and then we just team up on the one person. And sometimes they would laugh along with us. Sometimes they get super tilted. And then we were all just like, what if we just got Iron Gun buddies? So then we just moved over to competitive play and did it. And that was back when kind of Riot didn't have as stringent of rules. That's kind of how it started. And then it kind of just became, hey, I can just, carry my friends. And that's kind of how it continued for a while was, sometimes I would hop on to troll. Sometimes I'd hop on to just boost my friends who were struggling on the ranked ladder. And over time, it just was like I would meet people in lower ranked lobbies that I thought were chill, or that I thought, man, you're playing really fucking crazy for this rank, I got this server, just join in and you'll see whenever I'm online and we can just hop in and we can win a couple games and do that kind of thing if I'm not trolling. So that's how the server ended up becoming a thing. So it's full of people that I've met in the game that I thought were chill.
So the next question is like, do you get paid to do this? Absolutely
not. No.
Do you know people? Do you know people that smurf that that pay people?
Absolutely. I've known a decent chunk of people who have paid for boosting. But no, anything that I do like boosting or coaching wise, I just do for the love of the game. I make enough money outside of Valorant. It's crazy to me to charge more than I don't know, like $20 to get boosted or something. That money it's not really going to change how I live or make an impact on anything. Nor do I want to charge for that kind of thing anyway. So do
you feel bad about smurfing? Like do you feel bad about tilting other players like on the other team, or is it like that's a them problem?
You know, it's a question I get a lot, and my answer a lot of the time is kind of, yeah, that's a them problem. But also, I think a lot of people kind of forget to realize that anyone who's smurfing has done, like, they're obviously a good player, they're probably a higher rank. They have done the ranked ladder climb as well, right? They've experienced thousands of hours of all of the smurf lobbies and occasionally getting a cheater and all the shit talk toxicity that takes place on Valorant. Like, I've seen it all in my almost 3,000 hours of playing this game. So, you know, to me, it's just like, yeah, I contribute to that problem, but if I'm not doing it, there's so many more people that are also doing it. It's just part of the game, right? If I want to play with my friends and give them a win in the competitive system, that's just how it is. I've experienced it all before. So, you know, it's kind of like people preaching to the choir when people complain to me about my actions. I'm like, I went up against it. I know what it's like. It sucks, but you have to learn how to just say that's part of playing an online ranked ladder and move on to the next game.
Okay, do you think there's like any like realistic way for smurfing to happen less? Like, do you think developers can like come up with a system to like make smurfing happen like less often?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. All they have to do, and I kid you not, this is the only thing that they would have to do. The cell phone verification system, they just have to make that. So in order to queue competitive on an account, you have to do two-step verification through a phone number. That is the only way to fix it. And honestly, that would fix it immediately. But the reason they don't do it is because not doing it makes them money. I own 6 accounts. All of them have hundreds of dollars worth of skins on them. Every time I make a new account, I just rebuy my favorite skins again. And that makes Riot so much money. They know the people that they're making money from are the ones who are grinding thousands of hours into the game or have done that in the past. So they're just catering to who gives them money. It's a business at the end of the day. They care about their bottom line, and their bottom line is benefited by people creating alt accounts. So that's just the way it is. They know their game is addictive enough that you're complaining about how terrible smurfing is, yet you continue to play. They don't care then. No, they're not losing enough players to justify fixing the issue because they're making too much money off the issue itself. That's just kind of my theory. But at the end of the day, all they have to do is do two-step verification. And in fact, they tried to do that, or they're kind of doing it on account sharing accounts. I have one of my 6 accounts I give to people sometimes so they can just like troll alongside us if they want to hop on and just have a fun time with people if we're doing like a night where we're just trolling in my server and we're not actually boosting. So that kind of thing, like that account got flagged for account sharing, so it has to do the two-step verification. And because it's not my main account or my main like smurfing account, I didn't want to put my phone number on it. So I actually called up my sister, who I'm really close with, and was like, hey, like, you don't play she plays like so she plays all the solo player like campaign video games. And I was like, hey,
like Animal Crossing.
No, she's on like Just Cause. And
okay.
Yeah. All of the, I can't remember the ones that she's like addicted to. She's doing like Warhammer right now. So doesn't matter. I had her put her phone number through it, and once you attach a phone number to it, you never have to do the 2-factor authentication again. It's just a one-time thing. And that is crazy. I'm like, why don't you have to do it every time you get on the account or every time you queue comp? That's the fix, but they don't do it. So
do you believe that like Riot like punishes smurfers at all? Do you like believe that like you get punished if you smurf? Have you ever been punished because you smurfed?
No. I've gotten accounts like suspended for at most a month, but I think all of that has been trolling. And not like
smurfing.
Smurfing, yeah. And there's like like rules as to how you control to not get detected, but sometimes I step over the lines because I'm trying to go for like a funny reaction or something, and then you get suspended for like a month, and it's like whatever. Or I'll just jump over to one of my other 6 accounts.
Exactly,
doing whatever
it's
I'm
a
doing.
cycle. You're like, you don't care.
The
like,
real punishment for smurfing specifically is smurf queue is very much a thing. It's not what people think it is. That people think that there's like a line that you cross and it's like you're now in smurf queue, and it's all no. What smurf queue is basically like your hidden MMR, which is basically the actual balancing and pairing for what team you're on versus your enemy, and like the balancing like that. If you've ever gotten into a game and like the ranks on the enemy team do not match the ranks on your team, that's because it's paired with hidden MMR. And your hidden MMR can accelerate, or it can like climb really high or drop really low much faster than your actual rank. So if you're way outperforming the rank that you're playing in, your hidden MMR will spike, and it'll spike so fast that you just get paired up against people who are in the exact same rank as you, who have also spiked that fast. And that's just going to be other Smurfs that's happening to. So then you just get into Smurf queue, and it's like, great. Now you're in bronze 2, and it feels like a plat lobby, and you're just sitting there like, well, what the hell am I doing here? This is useless.
Oh yeah,
that's the only punishment that they actually do, and I think it's unintentional, but that's the only thing that sucks. I think a lot of issues with kind of smurfing these days, a lot of Smurfs have like a really big ego when they enter that kind of lower elo. And they have that in higher elo too. And don't get me wrong, I got an ego as well. I've put a lot of hours in the game.
I feel like whenever you do something competitive, you're gonna have an ego regardless. Like anything, you're gonna have an ego. So like,
But I think the biggest problem is like, why talk shit to your team and the enemy if you're already there kicking their ass? You know, you don't need to tell anybody in that lobby that you're a better player, dude.
They can see.
That steps it up from playing with your friends and trying to help them out and not caring about anybody else in the lobby to you just being an asshole because you need to feel good about the fact that you're playing in a bronze lobby.
Dude, like, do you think are you holding them back to be a better player by like smurfing for them and like boosting them up to a higher elo?
No, but I kind of boost in a weird way. So, first of all, as somebody who has climbed the rank ladder in Valorant and climbed my local scene in fighting games and has played Magic the Gathering in tournament, and has climbed, that kind of skilled ladder, if you will, and made my placements, it's you have to verse better people to get good at the game. The first thing that I do is I have a server for boosting. And we've made that very clear. The people that I introduce to that server are a very particular type of people. They're people that I enjoy playing with. A lot of them don't get tilted at the game. A lot of them maybe they just hang out and play the game and have fun. Those are people I invite to the server too, who don't care about their rank. But the people who do care about their rank in that server, they are people who actively try to improve at the game. And they're constantly looking for what they can do better. And they're not complaining about their teammates every game. And they're not. And those are the types of people that I boost. And I don't boost like 4 ranks, right? I'm not taking someone from iron and bringing them to gold, because again, I'm just duo queuing with them. That means that every here and there they're gonna get like 3 games, and we're gonna win those 3 games, and you're gonna go up maybe a rank, silver 2, silver 3. But I think that versing better players, especially if you have that mentality, if you don't get tilted easily, if you don't blame your team, and you're actively trying to improve, versing better people is how you get better at the game. That's how you get better at any game. You gotta go up against better people. If you don't have better people to go up against, you're not going to improve. And there's one way to do that, that's learn how to beat everybody at your level and then climb and then relearn again. or you can just kind of shortcut it and go up a slight rank where you're not going to be a huge detriment to the team.
Yep.
Learn what you're doing wrong and how to play at that level. And then you're probably going to lose a couple games, go back to where you were a second ago, but you've learned something from that experience.
And some of you may be asking, how do I feel about smurfing? I feel like smurfing is a big issue. I believe that there should be more consequences to happen to a player when they're caught smurfing. As many people know, that even if you report a guy that's smurfing, the chances of them actually getting banned, it's so low. It's ridiculously low that there's many other communities complaining that even if you report a smurf, nothing happens to them. And I feel like people don't understand how big of a problem smurfing actually is. As a new player, you queue up to a game, you get destroyed. You queue up to a game, you get destroyed again. And then you notice a pattern with these people. You can't avoid them. And it seems like the lower you go in elo, the more that are around in the first place. And it's so frustrating because it's like, it makes you not even want to play rank anymore in the first place. Because why would you play ranked knowing that as an Iron 3 player, there's a really good chance that you're going to go against someone in Plat? Why would you put yourself in that situation? And then as the smurf boosting other players, and then now that boosted player has an ego thinking that they're actually good at the game, when in reality, they're not that good. They're going to single-handedly basically throw the game each time they queue up because they're boosted and they're not even supposed to be in that rank in the first place. And then it's just a cycle of people smurfing and people getting boosted, people losing elo, people getting elo because they're getting boosted in the first place. And it's like, it's this whole cycle and nothing never happens because developers don't really care. It's like, no matter how many times you can report someone from smurfing in your game, the evidence can be so damning, but nothing will ever happen to them. And you can see from many communities, these people that smurf, nothing really happens to them. And then when something finally does happen to them, you know what they do? Make a new account. And then it's rinse and repeat. And don't get me wrong, I do know that like you have to be a certain level to play ranked mode in certain games. I know that. But here's another problem. For $5, probably even lower than that, you can get a fresh account that's already leveled up, because it's clear people are botting to get these levels up so they can sell it back to people. It's easy. It's obvious that people are doing this, and people just buy these accounts because this account's $5. I'm not gonna take this account seriously. If I get banned, who cares? Just hop on to the next one because they know there's no consequences and they know for a fact nothing's gonna happen to them. So to conclude this video, I think that developers should take smurfing way more serious. Smurfing is not a Valorant issue. There's plenty of smurfs in multiple different games. I know that some people smurf because they make money off it. I think there's better ways to go about it, and I think we should take smurfing more serious because smurfing makes the game fun for nobody. And if you guys agree or disagree with me, please comment down below because I look at them all. I like most of them. Actually, I read the comments. I reload them every single hour just to see if someone else said something. I really do like engaging with you guys. And guys, please, if there's a topic that you want me to talk about gaming wise, just let me know. I'll do my research on it and I'll make a video about it. So I'll see you guys next time, and bye.